Hey, it's me, your boy Blue Getsuga, and today is the start of this new series of mine called Yu-Gi-Oh! called Yu-Gi-Oh! Terra Analysis. In this series, I'm going to be looking at several different decks and archetypes and seeing how they stack up to our current format. And obviously, I'm going to be trying to guess what tier they are, based off of their pros and cons. First off, we have Mayakashi. Mayakashis is a fast synchro deck, and it can be fun. Can be, but it feels a little like a glass cannon deck, which is weird. Anyways, first, first we have not cons. What am I saying? The pros. Master of 5, so you can go into more than 2 synchros. If you pop off, you can go into more than 2 synchros, or you could just flood the field with synchro monsters if you want. It has generic zombie support, which is really good because you can go with the zombie world route. You can OTK because this deck is really good at doing this. It's consistent, and it can play through 1 to 2 negates. More than that, most decks would have problems playing through more than 1 or 2 negates. And the bad aspect I would say about this deck, it's its trap cards. They're kind of Like which is why I'd give this deck a tier 2.5 or 3. I'm leaning between either or, but I'm gonna say 2.5 because there are a lot of great zombie options. Especially there's a really great and very strong zombie mill option, as well as a Mayakashi burn option. And next we have Shiranuis, my favorite of the two archetypes. And the reason why I'm doing both of these is because of the lore, obviously, and it kind of reminds me of Demon Slayer a little bit. Anyways, for Shiranuis, Master Rule 5, yes. Versatile options because of Master Rule 5, you can actually use Spectral Swords to summon and cheese out different kinds of zombie synchro monsters if you want to, which is really cool. And this deck, this deck, if it was given, decent support, can actually be very, very good. But unfortunately, this deck is very normal summon reliant, so you can't really spam the board and synchro summon like crazy, like this deck would love to do. No level 7 synchro because they gave us a card that can summon either the level 2 or the level 3 tuner, but wait, what am I saying? There is a level 7 synchro. It's just not good, or it's not that great compared to everything else. We kind of need more levels 7 synchros in Shiranuis, or at least better ways to spam the board rather than being too normal summon reliant, so get rid of this. The deck does indeed have a lot of do-nothing cards, because Konami decided to give a synchro deck a bunch of traps, which is pretty bad. The first, two traps would have been fine, but they gave us more and more, and even gave us a continuous spell that essentially does nothing except act as the name. I forgot the name of the field spell, but it acts as the field spell, and it's not that great. Like I said, if this deck actually got decent support, similar to that of Karakuri's, this deck probably would have been like a tier 2 or a tier 1.5 even. Because this deck can make really great plays. It has amazing synchro monsters with the exception of the level 6 and maybe the level 5. The level 5 is very hard to go into because, again, this deck sucks when it comes to swarming because it's incredibly normal summon reliant. Because there's so many monsters in this deck you want to normal summon, like Squire. There's also Solitaire. There's also Spirit Master, and there's also Samurai. A whole bunch of really great normal summonable monsters. But unfortunately, you must summon one of them under most normal circumstances, and the best card in the deck is that one card. Yeah, I think it's the Ghost Story card. And it basically allows you to swarm. And I put swarm in quotations. This deck desperately needs swarming ability and rather than terrible trap cards. Anyways, that's my main issue with Shiranuis. So I'm going to say they're tier 3 rather than a tier 2 or tier 2.5. Because this deck has a lot of potential, but Konami just doesn't want to reach it. Anyways, that's all I have to say about Shiranuis and Mayakashis for now. Hopefully in the future they might get better. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what you think of this new series. Also, what kind of decks would you like to see me do this for?